Good evening and welcome to Oaklawn. Today I'm Frank Miramati along with Nancy Holthus. Nancy, with the next 2 days being so busy, we won't have too much time for chit-chat. So, first of all, a pleasure working with you on Oaklawn today.
Back at you, Frank. I know that I'm going to Indiana Grand, but you've got some new plans after the race meet. Tell the viewers where you're headed.
I am heading to Monmouth Park. We open May 9th and run to the end of September. Also want to thank all of our sponsors, particularly our title sponsor, Steve Landers, who, of course, has the automobile dealership, Steve Landers Toyota, as well as the Dodge Chrysler Jeep. And there are many others, including West Rock Coffee, Hot Springs, the state of Arkansas, and who am I forgetting?
Well, there are lots, but speaking of West Rock Coffee, they are the proud sponsors of our Dawn at Oaklawn program. Just one more. That wraps it up tomorrow morning, and our special guest will be Arkansas Derby contender trainer Ron Moquett. That starts at 7:30, bright and early.
All right, so tomorrow morning, be here 7:30 to watch Nancy and Ron. Right now, let's take a look at our conditions on Count Fleet Day. Fast track at Oaklawn, Ricardo Santana Jr. under the weather off all his mounts today. The first race, maiden 3-year-olds and up, going a mile for $30,000. And they're off. Going for miles in the center, DM here, Witty. Empire Crown didn't have the smoothest of beginnings, but he's rushing up now to take the lead. Modern Empire has some early speed. DM here, Witty now takes second. Don't Hold Me Back is just behind, going for miles, and a 4-wide Modern Empire. They're followed at the rail by Top Act, who's 6 lengths off the pace. Shanks is widest of all around the first turn, has about 5 lengths to make up. He's 1.5 lengths in front of Noon Sky, who's racing inside of Whiskey Biz. The two trailers are Corruption and Silent Critic trails. Down the backstretch they go, and Empire Crown leads it by a length, pursued by Going for Miles in second, then Modern Empire third, DM here, Witty at the rail fourth, Don't Hold Me Back Between Horses fifth. Shanks is in contention, only 4 lengths off the lead, 3 clear of Whiskey Biz, outside of Noon Sky. Then Top Act, Silent Critic, and Corruptions at the back. Into the far turn, Empire Crown, the leader, gets some pressure now from Going for Miles, who's right up alongside. Going for Miles on the outside, Empire Crown at the rail. Just behind them, Modern Empire is in third. They're followed by Don't Hold Me Back, DM here, Witty has some run, needs racing room badly. The gray, DM here, Witty, awaiting racing room. Whiskey Biz on the outside as the field turns for home. Going for Miles, joined by Don't Hold Me Back. Inside of them, Empire Crown battles on willingly. DM here, Witty gets through a narrow opening at the fence. They're followed by Whiskey Biz coming to the 16th mark. And Don't Hold Me Back starts to pull away. And it's Don't Hold Me Back, the winner. Don't Hold Me Back takes a slight drop in class. That's just what the doctor ordered for Steve Asmussen and Richard Davis. How about this? Superfecta, more than $10,000. Corruption claimed by Federico Villafranco for Danny Caldwell. Here's the second at 6 furlongs. And they're off. Even beginning, All About Brownie is sprinting up on the inside. There goes Harmony Place now to take the lead. Pretty Suspect is up close through the opening furlong, Forever Since on the far outside. Pink Flash is in between horses, only 1.5 lengths off the early speed, and then it's Motivair. All About Brownie, who broke well, is now 7 lengths off the leader, followed on the outside by Faith Rising. A 3-wide Wonder About Lola, 2 clear of Miss Etiquette. Then it's a big gap to the trailers Proud Mandy and Luala Clough at the back of a strung-out field. It's Harmony Place, Pretty Suspect dueling up top, 3 in front of Forever Since. Pink Flash along the inside is racing in fourth. Wonder About Lola takes fifth, 7 lengths off the lead. From the back of the pack, Proud Mandy is trying to launch a bid. The same true for Miss Etiquette. They are at the top of the stretch. Harmony Place under pressure now. Pretty Suspect right up alongside. They're chased by Forever Since in third. Wonder About Lola is in fourth. Faith Rising is just inside of her. Pink Flash trying to get involved late, as is Luala Clough and Miss Etiquette. It's Pretty Suspect with a 1.5 lengths lead close to home. Pink Flash is in second. It will be Pretty Suspect to get there by a length. Pretty Suspect, Arkansas bred, beats Open Company for Al Cates, and Ramon Vasquez sweeps the double. 5-star racing stable of Christian, Perry, Baxter, Causey, and Eugenia Thompson. Faith Rising claimed by Jeffrey Lynn, Pink Flash by Charles Cardouche, and Forever Since by Carl Broberg in a 3-way shake. Here's the third for maiden fillies and mares, 3 and up. They're in the gate. And they're off. Colleen's Angel and Angel Lovely both out alertly. There goes Forever Ruler now sprinting quickest of them all to take the lead. Sab Vision, Dr. Sweet is up close, as is South Wimbledon on the outside, moving up to be a joint second. At the rail, Awesome Ab is only 3 lengths off the lead and cruising along at this point. They're 3 in front of Ima Gurley Greeley. Colleen's Angel now second to last, and Superwoman at the back. Forever Ruler, South Wimbledon, 1-2 past the half-mile pole with Sab Vision third. Dr. Sweet in between horses fourth. Angel Lovely moves up, takes the fourth position. Awesome Ab at the rail with 7 to make up. Another 5 back to Ima Gurley Greeley. Similar margin, Colleen's Angel and Superwoman. Coming to the quarter pole, South Wimbledon on the outside, and Forever Ruler 2.5 in front of Sab Vision in third. Angel Lovely under pressure with a lot of work to do. They're at the top of the stretch. Forever Ruler comes back gamely on the inside of South Wimbledon. These two head and head, nose and nose coming to the 16th pole. South Wimbledon now getting the upper hand in the final stages. Forever Ruler has given way grudgingly, followed by Sab Vision third. Awesome Ave trying to get into fourth with Angel Lovely just in front of her. South Wimbledon in a winning debut by 3. Forever Ruler second. Angel Lovely might have just got third in front of Sab Vision. South Wimbledon, a first-time starting 4-year-old daughter of Wimbledon, graduates at first asking for Joe Pedalino, who had her on her toes in the post parade. Joe Pedalino, also a co-owner with William Sparks. Jareth Loveberry was aboard. We'll take our first time out and return with race 4.
Want to bet? Even when you're not at the track? Now Arkansans can watch and wager online from anywhere. Introducing Oaklawn Anywhere. Visit the Oaklawn Anywhere booth to join and fund your account with cash at the window or by direct deposit. Get a $100 bonus for signing up. Go to oaklawnanywhere.com for details. Oaklawn Anywhere, now everywhere for Arkansas residents.
Now playing at Steve Lander's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The 2015 Chrysler 200, a next-generation mid-size sedan with best-in-class horsepower, 36 miles per gallon, 9-speed automatic transmission, and starting at just $21,700. Plus, the new Chrysler 200 was named a must-drive car of the year. Come see this year's industry blockbuster at Steve Lander's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, above the Rave Theater on Colonel Glenn.
I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
At Westrock Coffee, we celebrate the determination and spirit of the people of Rwanda, who help us make the finest coffee in the world.
Lake Hamilton, historic downtown, Bathhouse Row. That's just part of the history made in Hot Springs years ago. But your first day on the lake, enjoying a meal fit for kings, or just being on top of the world, that's the kind of history made in Hot Springs every day. So come make yours. Visit hotsprings.org today.
The fourth race for 3-year-olds and up that have not won 3 races. And they're off. Commander Luke, Fiacre on the outside, Curzon Street in between them. Waldo is up close, and Heroic Act 5 wide into the first turn. Then it's Eyes on the Lady, back on the road, and then Solid South 3 wide, 5 lengths off the lead. They're followed by War Charger. Frank's on Fire is next. Warren's Clyde outside of them. And Jerry and Duke not showing much interest through the opening furlongs. The leader is Commander Luke onto the backstretch, 3/4 of a length to Curzon Street and Fiacre between horses in third. Outside of them, Heroic Act, and Waldo is 1 from the outside. At the rail, Eyes on the Lady, only 2 lengths off the lead, while Eager, the same can be said for Back on the Road, who's tugging very hard in the red cap, just behind Waldo. War Charger is at the rail. Solid South outside that pair. 3 clear of Frank's on Fire. Similar margin back to Warren's Clyde. And Jerry and Duke is pulled up. Jerry and Duke pulled up heading to the 3/8 pole. It's Commander Luke, the leader, 3/4 of a length. Fiacre now goes to put the pressure on. And a 3 wide Heroic Act just a length back third. Then it's a weakened Curzon Street, losing ground steadily. Waldo is just outside of him. Back on the road, is now trying to launch a bid, has 7 to make up, but starting to pick up some good momentum, now within 4 lengths at the quarter pole, where the leader is Fiacre on the outside of Commander Luke. Back on the road, coming gamely after them. Waldo dives toward the rail, and then it's Heroic Act. Fiacre, the leader, has to hold off. Back on the road, who's getting to him? Fiacre a length and a half, back on the road within a half length now. Fiacre fully extended, back on the road. A gradual wear down, and back on the road will prevail. Back on the road had to work for it, but he gets the W for Federico Villafranco and owner Danny Caldwell. Ramon Vasquez takes 3 of the first 4 races. Back on the road was claimed by Jack and Gwen Reed and will move to the barn of Kelly Von Hemel. The 5th race, a maiden $30,000 claimer, scratch numbers 1, 3, and 11. They're in the gate. And they're off. Forest Blaze out very quickly, but it's Cherokee Band who takes the lead rather easily. Speedy Gonzalez, Rock Hard Romeo moving up in between horses. Tatum's Dance about 5 lengths off the lead. The gray is Bell Martian inside of Hall of Fame, and the trailer is Chanticleer. Down the back stretch they go, chasing Cherokee Band in front by an easy half length, with Speedy Gonzalez in second. Rock Hard Romeo racing well off the fence in third. Forest Blaze is racing 5th now, as on the inside of him, Bell Martian moves up to grab 4th. They're followed by Hall of Fame and Chanticleer racing side by side, and Tatum's Dance at the back. They're coming to the quarter pole. Cherokee Band on the inside. Speedy Gonzalez up alongside. They're starting to dominate. It's now a gap of 7 lengths. Bell Martian is hard-ridden. Chanticleer making some progress on the far outside. Hall of Fame comes through at the rail. They're heading to the furlong pole, and it is Cherokee Band in charge. Opens up a length and a half on Speedy Gonzalez. Bell Martian is coming gamely after him. Chanticleer on the far outside, and Hall of Fame. 16th pole, it's Cherokee Band still holding the lead by 2. A late run coming from Bell Martian, who's flying now. Bell Martian has the momentum on the outside of Cherokee Band. Bell Martian gets up. Cherokee Band 2nd, Hall of Fame 3rd, Speedy Gonzalez 4th. Bell Martian looked great in the post parade and ran accordingly, returning to the right level for Doug Anderson and owner Keith Adams. Alex Berzer, an outstanding finisher, finished the job in race 5. We'll be back with the late pick 4 right after this.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation. Making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
The beat goes on.
Touchdown Arkansas got the jump, and it'll be Touchdown Arkansas.
5 races sponsored each year.
They're in the final furlong. Delta Flower, under extremely confident handling, is just toying with the competition.
The best of Arkansas.
Lady Lake gonna get there. Lady Lake will win it.
$2,000 bonus for Arkansas breds winning in open company at Oaklawn in 2015.
Delta Flower, do you know what I mean? Delta Flower will win it.
Start in the city and head out. Wait. No. Start in the country and work your way to the city. Yeah. Maybe in one of our mountain ranges. Ooh. Or the Delta, where the blues was born. Or the Timberlands. Actually, it doesn't matter where you start. There's something surprising, something delicious, refreshing, invigorating, relaxing, wherever you begin your vacation in Arkansas.
When it comes to having fun and playing all your favorite games, Oaklawn Gaming is only minutes away, and that always beats out-of-state casinos that are hours away. And winning beats not winning. Oaklawn Gaming has the best odds around, and the spa city of Hot Springs. With great hotels, fine dining, exciting nightlife, and more, why drive farther? Oaklawn Gaming, Arkansas's favorite place to play. Go to oaklawn.com for your $10 free play coupon.
Terry, not many days left in the 2015 season. Friday, the ladies take center stage in the Apple Blossom. 10 races on the card. Who gets to be the Terry Wallace Sentinel record pick of the day?
Well, we'll go to the Apple Blossom, one of my favorite races here every year.
Number 2, Untappable, is the champion from last year. She had a lot of tough going on the muddy going last time out. I think she'll make amends for it this time. I look for number 2, Untappable, in the 9th race to be our Hot Springs Sentinel record pick of the day.
And not many more Sentinel record picks of the day, but you can find those from Terry Wallace in the Hot Springs Sentinel record.
The 6th race, a starter allowance optional claimer. Scratch number 8, Real Power. And they're off. Arborville breaks out sweetly, as does Rock City Roadhog. There goes Roman Threat and Valid Commander. They're now 1-2 down the back stretch. Just behind them, Spring in a Prayer is only 3 lengths off the early tempo. Lawyer Daggett, Ancient Rome, and King Kid at the back of a very compact field. 5 lengths covers them. Roman Threat narrowly in front. A half length to Valid Commander second. Neckmore back to Arborville third. Spring in a Prayer makes it 4, separated by less than a length. Rock City Roadhog is just behind them. King Kid at the rail, 4 lengths off the lead. A hard-ridden Lawyer Daggett and Ancient Rome. Midway on the turn, Valid Commander is the new leader. Arborville up alongside. Roman Threat at the rail asks for more. Rock City Roadhog is unwinding a big run. He'll be caught 5 wide, but Rock City Roadhog coming gamely at the top of the stretch has to get to Valid Commander, who has a length lead, but Rock City Roadhog's looking right at him now. And Rock City Roadhog up to take the lead inside the final 1/8 of a mile. Then it's Valid Commander and Spring and a Prayer. This is number 4 for Ramon Vasquez, who has had a stellar meet. Rock City Roadhog jogs. Photo for second between Spring and a Prayer and Valid Commander. Ramon Vasquez putting on a show today, this time for his new client, Maggie Moss. Chris Richard, the winning trainer, as Rock City Roadhog is just a nose short of having 4 wins on the meet himself. The 7th race for Arkansas-bred maidens, fillies, and mares, 3 and up. Speaking of Arkansas-breds, Rock City Roadhog beat Open Company today. And they're off. My Bello Vita breaks out very alertly, as does Jessica Lee T, who's up to take the lead. Wolf City rushing through along the inside.